Are you thinking about having a baby or something? Or?
Yeah, well, there's some health concerns along with making sure I would be able to have a baby.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. If you had the choice to go directly to God, would you have a condition for yourself that, no, I need to have a baby first?
I don't think so.
Well, you might want to work that out.
Yeah.
And not as like a either or, we have a God that says either you do this or else. It's more like some of what I talked about a little earlier, that we all create, we all have creatorship, and then Spirit honors that. So we need to, in some way, release the creation that we have created, let it go, untangle it, put it to the nothingness from which it came. So that the reality would, well, if I had the opportunity for the greatest blessing or the very best, the highest good, I wouldn't let something less than that interfere just because it was my idea and I put a lot of energy on it and I got fixated on it, obsessed by it, and then it became like a law unto me. So in some of that, it's important that you allow yourself to be available and open to what is the highest good here, now. And rather than try to put that into a content, well, does that mean I can have a baby and get married and have a baby? It's like, you decide. That's really up to you to decide. But we also have the opportunity to take into spirit field, grace field. So let's do that. Even if that's kind of like my idea, and you say, well, that's not my idea. I say, well, then you decide. So I'm just suggesting it.
I like that idea.
Okay. And then it takes it out of like content conformity and it allows it to come, it's almost like release what's written on the blackboard or whatever of what will be or what your destiny is or something like that. And then you release it into the spirit. So it can be rewritten or recast from the grace of what would really serve. And this is playing at a very high level, like as high as anybody can play. When we release it into God and then it becomes God's will. And the way I see it working is it's a consciousness of serving. I serve at God's will. Of course, like, would you give that to just anybody? Well, I wouldn't. But would I give it to the God that is the highest God, the God of all? Yes. And then it's like, well, then do you? See, there's where we're all being measured. And do we come into alignment? Do we come into actually serving the will of God?
For now.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay.